Well, welcome back, my friends all, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. A let's listen to old Scab tell us how he really feels rendition. Praise the Lord. Now, here's the deal. I have uploaded today one time already. I've gone live. We're back in it. We took a little 2-week, not a break, but just kind of sat back, kicked his feet up, got caught up on the K-Dot and Drake rap battle there, the beef. Kenny just crushed him. And if you're wondering who that is, just know this, that Kenny killed the dude from Degrassi. It was bad. So I got caught up on my rap stuff, and I don't listen to rap, but I like certain things. Come on, sweetheart. For the love of God, I'll be 102. Come on, babe. Come on. Oh, bless your heart. What are we doing? Oh. Here's the deal. I've already uploaded one time, went live one time, did a couple shorts. How I feel about knife companies, knife makers, smaller knife makers. This is going to be a broad range video, but I've been wanting to do this video. I've kind of had it in my head, and I just hadn't had the chance for it to materialize. Now, it's a mistake, I think, to upload twice, but you know what? Here's the deal. 200 to 300 people will probably watch this video, and I just released my Architect Knives video, and I don't want to kill it. So go check that one out. If you've only got time for one video with Scab today, go check out that Architect Knives 5.5. It's dope. Great video. Of course it is. I'm in it. I wanted to cover this. A day or two ago, Mike from Hunting for Hookers, Mike, awesome dude, has a great channel. He's just a good guy, man. He sent me a link to a guy who's in his shop, and he's giving an overview of his shop. I posted it on my community page. And he said, he sent me a message. He said, hey, Scab, if you want to review this knife, send me your address. If you don't, brother, it's cool. No pressure, blah, blah, blah. So I sent him my address. And I did that, and I want to tell you why I did that, and I want to bust a couple of myths. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions about YouTubers in the knife world and free knives and all this. This video will do nothing to change your mind, and I can't, so I just quit trying. But I'm going to tell you how I do business. You've all seen my videos. They're redundant. We do the same thing. I've explained that a million times. I'm the most redundant human being on earth, even with the narration. I know I got to change it up, but it's working for now, right? But how I get knives into the channel, policies, rules, whatever that I may have, what goes into it. I'm going to tell you two things that's going to break a lot of hearts and hurt a lot of people's feelings. The first thing is this. I am 1,000% on here to build this channel. I've seen comments, well, you know how YouTubers, they just ulterior motives want to build their channel. There's nothing ulterior about that. I've said that from day one. I know that there are guys on here who do not give a shit about getting him bigger. They like making content, and that's what they're doing. Captain-Electro loves making his content. He enjoys it. It's for a certain group of people, and he enjoys that. There are others, plenty. I'm not one of them. I've said that from the get-go. See, part of this whole journey for me is the challenge of building a channel. I've never shied away from that. I'll never be embarrassed about that. That's kind of a communistic, socialistic type thought. That whole, that's dirty. They should want to do it for the people. For the people. Shut up. Same people that scream, America, 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 are the most communistic, socialistic type people. And that's all I'm going to say about it. That's a whole nother video. I'm here to grow. I'm here to build, because here's the deal. About 70% of that's ego. Let's don't bullshit. There's enough of that online these days. Let's don't do that. I want to grow because of the challenge. I enjoy the challenge of it. Now, there's a billion reasons why I do this. The addiction angle. I need something to keep my mind and hands moving. True. Had to have some kind of record of who I am and my whole thing. See, my channel's more of a daily vlog. Right? I'm on here so much. So that, down the road when Granddaddy's gone, Caden and Byron Mac have something they can look at, and maybe their kids and their kids' kids, if it's still around. That's part of it. Part of it is just to see if I can do it. right? It is. So yes, I'm on here to grow a channel. I've got zero qualms telling you. It's almost stupid to even address. I can tell you this, and I think the reason I have no problem telling you that is because we've worked our ass off. And I'm going to say we, as self-deprecating as I can be, I've never cared about being the center of attention, never. I've always got a louder, more boisterous friend somewhere in the mix. I just do, always have. Bahoda was one, he passed, I love that dude. But I was always content to just kind of be there, you know, being a part, being a piece, being a cog. And that's the way I view myself in this channel. So yes, I want to grow this channel. I have no problem saying that because we earn everything. I've got almost 7,000 videos in 4 years. We're just over 4 years old. I have no problem working for what I have. I'm filthy dirty. I stay that way. Again, not apologizing. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. I could give two shits about a free knife. And this is what I'm going to tell you. At this point, I'm appreciative for every gift that's sent in. Ken Faulkner brought it up. Another great channel, another great dude, Ken Faulkner. But I did my American-made knives collection, and he said, brother, one thing that stands out is how many gifts you've been given. And that's a fact. In the middle of that video, I thought, man, I am blessed, and all the great knives, right? I'm amazed at that. And I thought that same thing. But the thing is this, when it comes to knives, and let's just jump into the video. I know that's a long intro. Here's what I want to do with the channel. I want to help small makers. Now, let me be specific here. I want to help guys who want to do it for a living. As much as I would love to review everybody that makes a knife, that would be great. But I don't have that time. I really don't. But what I want to do, and the way I want to aim my channel is this. If somebody's out there and they make knives for a living, just like the guy Mike suggested, but they can't get their name out there, I want to use my channel and this platform to help. Now, it helps if you are a good knife maker. It helps a lot because we're going to show the knife work, and I'm not going to lie about it. Let me go ahead and bust the myth for Choir Boys Outdoors about free knives. I was asked before, hey, how does this work, Scab? Do I make you a knife? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I've had people, I've had two guys go, man, I'd love to have a knife on your channel, but dude, I just can't afford to make you one. I don't want one. Here's how this works. If you are a small maker and this is what you do for a living, and you're like, I want to get eyes on my knife, contact me through my email and say, Scab, I'd like to send you a knife to review. I can't give you the knife, but I'd like for you to review it. I will review the knife and I'll send it back. There is, and let me kill this on the vine. I do not now, nor will I ever, accept payment to do a review. Never. 9 times out of 10, I pay the shipping back. Okay? Now, if this picks up, I will have to ask somebody, the sender, to cover shipping. That's only fair, guys. But the thing is this, and the reason I want to do this is this. I love knives. My God, man. Here's one from Condor. Walter Matthews gave me this knife for shouting his channel out. Walter's an awesome guy. I hadn't even got to test this, but Condor's a bigger maker. Y'all know. Dude, you know. Y'all know what this is. It's Work Tough Gear. I will forever be loyal to Work Tough Gear because they give you free knives, Cap. No, dumbass. Because they were the first knife company to really believe in me. I will forever love these brands, and Condor's huge, and Cold Steel's huge. Cold Steel's never sent me anything, by the way, and I'm not asking them to. What I'm telling you is I love those knife companies, right? But man, they've got a big following. They have tons of channels doing their stuff. You know, there's nothing really I can add to that. I'm always going to review Cold Steel because they were kind of my first love in knives. I'm always going to do Work Tough Gear. Listen, if Vic Lynn messaged me tomorrow and he said, Scab, listen, we love you, man. Thank you. We appreciate you. But here's where the partnership, here's where that ends. And let me clear what I mean up. There's no written partnership. There's no business agreement. Vic sends me knives. I do the reviews. There's no money. I don't sell work tough gear. Please stop asking me. I will not sell it. I will get irritated if people keep on. I don't trade. I don't do any of that. And that goes into this. That plays a big part, because Rosecraft sends me knives. I'm an ambassador for Rosecraft. See, guys, I have zero issue telling you, hey, and before anybody goes, oh, these people will start you a channel, bust your ass, stick it out, and I guarantee you people will send you knives. Guarantee you. Don't do this half-ass, whiny ass, one video every 6 months and expect the world to fall at your feet. I'm sorry, we're going to keep it a buck. Send me, if you're a small knife maker, I'll gladly do the review. I'll gladly send the knife back. I don't keep most of Carnivora's knives. I don't keep most of Shaney's knives. I don't keep, let me stop because I don't want to say a lie. There's another one that sends knives. I don't keep them. I don't need to. I have folks that send me knives. JR keeps me in knives to review. I don't keep those knives. Those Architect knives are JR's. Thank you, brother. I love them. Love them. But that allows me, see, and that's what I was going to tell you. That allows me to keep my channel going. JR and Timbo and Rusty and all these guys that are like, yeah, man, got some new knives in, going to send them to you. I review them and send them sons of bitches back. Dude, my wife will kill me. See, that's where the whole, free knives, want free gear, get you some free gear, here's something free for you. I just get sick of hearing the shit when people tell me how I run my channel. Had some ass clown, well, I'm not, take it or not. Already on the defensive. Choir Boys Outdoors Cutlery is just too big. I wouldn't look it up. Well, the 101,000 subscribers would. My highs are high, my lows are low is the Manic. The Manic's coming back, so gear to the hell up because we about to run. My point to y'all is, I love doing this, but I am not that guy that's me. Do you know how many damn channels get 30 and 40 and 50,000 subscribers, quit their damn job and start doing it full time? And there's nothing wrong with that. That ain't me, dog. I wanted to up front, and here's what'll probably happen. If I can ever build this thing up with a decent stream of income, I'll probably work at my job another 5 or 6 years because they are awesome to me, maybe 10. And when I retire, then this is what I'll have. That's the best I can hope for. And it's nothing to do with you. It's nothing to do with money. It's not going to have to be, well, you just can't do it anymore. Yeah, you can. There's plenty of people that make money doing it. There's plenty of people do it with less subscribers. That's just not, I got to work. I got to stay active. I got to keep pressure on. We got way off topic. That's okay. Knife companies. And let me say this, because I'm going to title this how I operate or how I feel about small knife makers. Dude, we need them. People say, well, it's saturated. Let me tell you something. And understand what I'm about to say. We need small knife makers. We need guys making quality shit. We need guys learning the craft. We need guys holding some of these big box store knives feet to the fire. We need it. Yes, it's expensive. Custom knives are expensive. It's like going to get a good tattoo. What kind of deal can you give me? You don't need a tattoo. You don't need a custom. If you got to ask that, you don't need it. I know it's just in my boss. I love my boss to death, but that dude will wear you out. Well, how about this? How about this price? Look, if you ask a custom knife maker, hey, this is what I want, when they tell you a price, if it's too much, all right, man, let me save up. Don't waste that guy's time. Don't sit there, well, will you take this? Why don't I trade? And then go run them in the dirt because their time is money. You've already wasted an hour of their time going back and forth. Well, by God, he thinks highly of his knives. I've heard all that shit. Don't buy it. They're okay. We need small knife makers. We need and let me tell you one of my favorites, William Collins. He does it for a living. He has a backlog. He don't need me. That dude's got, I think he said that down to, when we were at Blackie's together, he had worked his books down from 700 to 200, and I'm sure he's worked it on down. That guy doesn't even need me to represent his knives. I just love his knives. So I'm going to put it out there. There's a lot of guys who have no need of YouTubers. None, right? None. And that's cool, man. Nobody's knocking down, well, let me stop. Choir boys outdoors ain't knocking down your door. And if you think I am, you call whatever knife maker you want to call and say, hey, has Scab ever asked you for anything? And before you say yes, you make sure you screenshot that answer. Because I promise you, there ain't a son of a bitch on here that I've ever hit. I've hit up one person. One. That's Lefty with Devo knives. Because I like that growler so much. That's it. I got no problem. Listen, I got no problem telling you anything. I don't need to come on here and spend an hour telling you how honest I am. You see the knife work. Either it does or it don't. I want to help people because I've been given a billion damn chances. A billion, dude. When I was running meth and coke and everything else, weighing 365 pounds, taking everything under the sun out of my damn mind and didn't just kept it wide ass open. There were still, when I got done with that run, after all the people I'd screwed over hurt emotionally and physically and mentally, people said, listen, brother, they're willing to welcome me in, willing to give me a second chance. How can I not have a platform? How can I have a platform this big that we are building and not help? And again, this ain't me being Mr. UNICEF. I'm not going to be Mother Scab. That ain't it. I want to build the channel. But if we're going to build the channel, let's do it helping some folks that could use the help. There are some great knife makers out there who just need a little push. Oh, Scab, how can you help them? I don't know. Maybe because I'm insane and put out an insane amount of content. Maybe because there's been knife makers, say Shaney at Shade Indonesia. Phenomenal. Freaking, do you think I have any problems when I go home now? Tomorrow's Work Tough Gear Wednesday, and I gotta help Megatron do some stuff because I showed my ass yesterday like a jackass. I'm gonna help Megatron do some stuff, but I'm gonna start my shorts. We're gonna start on Work Tough Gear, but I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna take that Apollo, that 5.6 pound knife. We're gonna do some comparisons. I'm gonna shout Shaney out. Shaney's got 2 or 3 knives with over 1 million views. I can put eyes on your knives for you guys asking, and no, for the love of God, I don't want anything for free. No, I don't. Content. I enjoy putting out content. Ego. I got no problem telling you, man. I am in this thing to make a difference. And let me tell you what I'm saying there. I'm not saying Mr. Altruistic. I want to have a say in the knife world. I want to be the best knife channel out there. You cannot be the best knife channel and you cannot have a say if all you ever do is what everybody else does. Then you're just like everybody else. You got the same few thousand subscribers. You do the same lives. You talk about everything but knives. You do everything the same. Then what are you? It ain't me. I want to work. If this thing fails, it will fail because of me. It'll go down in flames. And let me explain something to you real freaking quick. It about went down last week. I've lost 100 pounds since I started the channel. We've gone over 100,000 subscribers. Things are going good. I'm doing well at work. Everything is where it's supposed to be. And I just about to come out of my skin. Waiting for the foot. And I had to get on myself. I had to get on my ass. I had to get a grip. We're not failing this time. We're not slash burning and blowing everything up this time. We're not stepping off and doing a line of meth from here a mile down the road just to add some drama, just because we can't handle what. And it's not even success, dude. It's just doing the right thing. This video is going way off the wires. Most small knife makers are going, hey, bud, I'm good. I just soon you not show my knife. I get it. I do. How do I feel about bigger knife makers? Guys, listen. People will all, I think, between YouTube and Facebook, there's more arrogance than the rest of the world. You know, people think, well, I'm so-and-so, or I've got this. There was a guy who let me stop. That's not what I'm about. Guys, listen. At YouTubers and knife community on YouTube, we make up a teeny tiny percentage of people in this world that use knives. So I get it. You know, I'm not the end all be all, right? I just want to carve out my own place in the knife world. I do. And I think the best way for me to do that is helping some of these smaller makers. There's going to be a downside to it. And that I'll say this and we'll wrap it up. When you help small makers or medium makers, or you help fledgling companies and you put yourself out there, when they fail and when they fall, you fingers pointed your way, right? It happens. Trust me, I know. That's okay. My 4 years on YouTube, all the trolls, all the bullshit has kind of led up, I think, to this. I'm at a point and a place in my life where the dumb shit just don't matter. I sat down with myself over this weekend and me and Scab had a long talk, and I said to myself, hey man, if you really mean it, if you really go down this route, if you really start, when a company goes under or when there's scandal, people are going to point the finger at you. What you going to do? Well, what can I do? Nothing. Because ain't nobody going to do anything except point the finger. That's happened to me the 4 years we've been growing. I just ain't worried about it. You got to be able to stand up and take it without flying off the handle. Guys, I am who I am. I am an emotional nightmare at times. I am Scab Petty at times. Pretty decent dude here and there. For the most part, I try to keep it in the middle. So we'll just take it as it comes. I've said all that, and somebody will say something, I'll flip out. Do 14 shorts on them. But the truth is, and I told y'all this at the 4-year mark, we either need to shit or get off the pot. This is the direction I want to go. Now, I can't do it if nobody reaches out. I'm just sitting over here like an asshole doing my normal stuff. We're going to try it. We're going to go slow. If you guys have a favorite small maker that you think needs the light shined on them, hit them up. And again, I can't stress this enough. I don't want a free knife. The other thing is this, and I'll wrap it up. I have a thing where when somebody sends me a knife, whether it's JR, whether it's Shaney, whether it's Carnivora, no matter who it is, until I do that review, everything I do with that knife is on camera. 2 reasons for that. One is, if it breaks, hey, this is what happened. You can judge for yourself. The second part of that is, if it breaks, it lets me go back and look and say, well, and I've got a bunch of cheap knives at the house. So say if a knife, like when the Buckaroo shattered, I went right back with a couple of cheaper knives, same log, same shit, redid what I did. That's what it does. Plus, it just provides me a level of insurance. That way, I'm not over here hammering your knife into a stump and just putting 250 pounds on it, jumping up and down, right? You can see what happens. That being said, if you can make sense out of this, you're a better man than I am. I hope y'all check out my Architect Knives video. I hope the camera's recording. I love y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son. Love y'all. My new sign off. Until I forget tomorrow.